What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tyler Egan. I'm a certified personal trainer, a weight loss specialist, and a fitness nutrition specialist. And that essentially means I can help you lose fat or build muscle. It also means I'm here to help you get thick. It also means I can help you get swole. Today, we're gonna talk about the macronutrients. The reason I'm gonna talk about the macronutrients is because there's so much confusion out there about what you should eat. Do carbs make you fat? Do fats make you fat? Does staring into the abyss make you fat? Does drinking water make you fat? I mean, it seems like everything makes you fat, am I right? And then you have people who think protein's coming to save you. I'm only kidding, but there is a ridiculous amount of questions out there. It's like, how do you navigate all this? But I'm here to help. So we're gonna define what a macronutrient is. We're gonna go over the 3 macronutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And we're gonna go over the energy value that they have. Now, I highly suggest you go back and check out my first video on how to calculate your calorie intake. In that video, I briefly go over energy expenditure, or you could check out my podcast, the links will be down below. So let's start by defining a macronutrient. A macronutrient is a substance that our body will use as energy. It is also used for metabolism, other bodily functions, and it is used for growth. The 3 macronutrients are proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. But there's one thing that needs to be understood about the 3 macronutrients, is not all carbohydrates and not all fats are created equal. The carbohydrates that come from a Coca-Cola are not the same thing as carbohydrates that come from, let's say, a sweet potato. The sweet potato is still loaded with vitamins, minerals, all kinds of good nutrients, and is processed very differently in our body than the Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola is, for lack of a better phrase, pure and utter garbage. There's also a huge difference between, let's say, a McDouble from McDonald's that is a highly processed fatty food and an avocado. The avocado still has all the nutrients in it. It's not processed. You just have to cut it open and eat it. The McDouble, on the other hand, who knows where that thing's been and what they may have done to it. So it's important to understand that not all macronutrients are created equal. Just because something says it's a carbohydrate on the nutritional label doesn't mean it's the same thing as an actual carbohydrate. So let's start by talking about protein. Protein is quite literally the building block of life, and most people know it because of its effects on muscle growth. Protein is made up of a strand of amino acids, 20 to be exact, 9 essential, meaning that we have to get it through our diet. The other 11 our body can create on its own. And protein is about 4 grams per calorie. Then we have fats. Fats are used for so many things and are not immediately stored as fat. Fats are used for hormone production, body insulation, and fats are important to protect our organs. Fats are the most energy dense, meaning they come in at about 9 grams per calorie. And then we have carbohydrates, the one that's probably been demonized more than anything. Carbohydrates are essentially sugars our body uses as energy and can be stored as glycogen. It is our body's preferred source of energy and is also important for the digestion and absorption of proteins and fats. Carbohydrates, like protein, also come in at about 4 grams per calorie. So I hope that kind of clears the air a little bit, guys. Our body uses all 3 macronutrients for specific functions in the body. Protein is used to build muscle after we go in the gym and we train hard. Carbohydrates can be used as a good source of energy, and it's our body's preferred source of energy. Meaning that if given the option, our body will choose glucose to energize us. And then there's fats. Fats do not immediately convert into fat in the body. Fats can be used for so many things. It insulates our body, important for hormone production. So don't just assume that our body will immediately store that as fat or convert it into fat. That's not the truth. So I hope you guys understand this a little bit better, that the 3 macronutrients are all important for our body and we should be consuming all 3 of them. In the next video, I'm going to go over how you can calculate your macronutrient profile to optimize your goals, whether you're trying to lose fat, build muscle, or maybe even do a combination of the 2. If you guys took anything from this video, please drop a comment down below. Let me know what else you want me to cover. Let me know if you want me to go in more detail on each macronutrient, because there's a lot more to cover than just those few things, but I wanted to go over the important facts about the macronutrients. So drop a comment down below, leave a like on the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel because there's more to come. Like I said, the next video will contain how to calculate your macronutrients to optimize towards your goals. Oh, and I almost forgot. Make sure you click on one of the floating boxes on the page and check out more videos. You should check out the last video when we talked about calorie intake. And if you go down below, there's also a link to my blog where I do an in-depth approach to all the topics I'm covering here on the channel.